Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's EJ Marino and today we're going to be doing a very special video where I give you all my last minute Oscar predictions. Why am I doing this so last minute? Because this Oscar race has been wild. There's some movies that we thought were going to be Best Picture that might not even make it to the finales of the show. There's a director who we were certain and he might get creeped up by an industry icon. This is going to be one hell of an award show, so let's talk about it right now. For this video, I'm only going to be focusing on some of those major awards. All 24 awards are important and should be telecast, should be talked about, and should be honored at this event. But for the sake of keeping this video pretty short, I'm just going to be doing some of the big awards of the night. First one I want to talk about is Best Original Song. We already know it's going to be Shallow. I thought it was going to be All the Stars, but once Kendrick refused to perform, and then I saw the rest of the competition, no, it's going to be Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper's Shallow. We're going to give Gaga her Academy Award. Still think we'll talk about Best Actress later, but I really think Shallow has a chance with this one. Next up on my list is Best Supporting Actress. We have Regina King. That's my pick. It's hard for me to root against anybody that's not Amy Adams, but this year, you know Regina King is doing great when I pick her above Amy Adams. If Beale Street Can Talk should be in the Best Picture conversation. There is a lot from that movie that I enjoy, but Regina King is the best part. Give her Best Supporting Actress. Best Supporting Actor, I'm going to give to Mahershala Ali. Richard E. Grant is a great pick here, but Ali has an amazing chance. I'm not going to take it away from him. This would also make him a two-time winner of an Academy Award. I believe the only other black man to do that is Denzel Washington, so he's in great company. Mahershala Ali, Denzel. Like I said, Richard E. Grant is a great pick. I mean, he's from Spice World. If you remember that movie with the Spice Girls in the 90s, he was in that. So he deserves all the awards for being amazing. But Mahershala Ali, Best Supporting Actor, let's all be real here. Ooh, next on my list is Best Cinematography, an award they weren't going to show during the broadcast. But, you know, people were like, no. Give our cinematographers the chance. This year, it's going to be a very interesting pick. I think it's going to be a first-time winner with Alfonso Cuarón for Roma. His cinematography in that movie is so amazing. That black and white color palette, the way the camera moves around, the camera feels like another character in that movie, and I really like it. You know, I don't have any doubt that it's going to be, but The Favorite and A Star Is Born both look amazing, both have great cinematographers, so look out for those as well. But Roma, cinematography, Alfonso Cuarón did everything on that movie, everything from editing to cinematography to the script. I can see him getting the cinematography award. Speaking of Alfonso Cuarón, we have him for Best Director. Now, this is an interesting one. There is some industry rumblings that Spike Lee will actually win this award to give him kind of like a lifetime achievement, to give him a good pat on his back, but also for directing a hell of a movie. BlacKkKlansman is one of those like woke SJW films that doesn't feel preachy, that doesn't feel cringeworthy. I think that was one of the best messages to have, and that ending where you got to see the Charlottesville counteracted with how this film ended, I just think Spike Lee directed a great film, but it's hard for me to bet against Alfonso Cuarón because he did such great work for Roma. If you have not seen it, do yourself a favor and enjoy it. I don't think it's going to win Best Foreign Film because Shoplifters is better than Roma. Facts are facts there. I'm sorry, but director Alfonso Cuarón. Now, I'm going to do one more before we get into the actors and the big nomination, and that's Best Animated Feature. This is going to be really quick. It's Into the Spider-Verse. Sorry, nothing else came close. Isle of Dogs is great. Ralph Breaks the Internet was cute, but Into the Spider-Verse changed, like, comic book movies for me, changed animation for a long time. There hasn't been a movie like that since like Studio Ghibli that has like impressed me animation wise. So we have all like the kind of minor-ish categories out of the way. So let's do these big final categories. Best Actor, Rami Malek. I don't particularly like Bohemian Rhapsody. It's not a great film, but he does carry that movie on his back. Christian Bale has a good chance. Do not doubt Christian Bale. Christian Bale, and the Oscars might want to avoid drama by giving Rami Malek that award, but because you still have to give it, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Rami Malek, let's all kind of be aware on that one. That would be interesting. Now, speaking of interesting, this is my most controversial pick of the night. Best Actress, I have two major routes this can go. I think we're going to get a tie, the first tie since I believe 1965 with Katharine Hepburn and Barbara Streisand. I think we're going to get Glenn Close and Lady Gaga tying it up for Best Actress. We have an industry icon with Glenn Close, and we have a relative newcomer with Lady Gaga. I think awarding both of them for their both amazing works this year would be great, but Yalitza Aparicio, like, coming out of nowhere and stealing this award would be amazing. Can you just imagine this woman who's never acted before in her life, who just got picked for Roma by chance? She went to like an open call and thought it was going to be like sex trafficking, so took her mother. Yalitza's story about getting into Roma and acting and her performance in that movie is award worthy, and I could see the Academy being like, oh, are you sure it's gonna be Glenn Close? Well, surprise, bitch, it's Yalitza now. So, like, keep an eye out. I think some of these are gonna be oh, well, they're too predictable, so the Oscars are gonna go a different route. That's gonna be interesting. Speaking of that whole different route, Best Picture used to be so clear-cut for me. Best Picture was gonna be Roma. I thought it was Roma, and it was gonna be done. But Green Book is getting momentum somehow. You also have BlacKkKlansman and Black Panther, who will not leave the Best Picture conversation. You also have Bohemian Rhapsody somehow still getting acknowledged for awards. You have A Star is Born, which, it's a movie about Hollywood. Hollywood loves to award themselves and give themselves a pat on the back, so Star is Born still has a chance, but right now the two clear favorites are Roma and Green Book. I agree with one of them amazingly, because Roma is a piece of cinema. Green Book is white mediocrity, so who knows? This is going to be an interesting award show. These are my last minute quick rapid fire predictions for the 91st Academy Awards. They air tomorrow on ABC because of course Disney. Check it out. Let me know all your predictions in the comments below. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel because you really don't want to miss my post Oscars rant craziness. Check out my Golden Globes one if you want to know how passionate I can be about awards. Oh boy, but yes, that is my video. Thank you for checking out my predictions. Tune into the Oscars and let me know all your feelings in the comments below.